My name is Kalani. I'm a student physical therapist with Midwestern, and today we're going to be doing a video on how to do the AMP Pro for amputees. So my patient here, Jonah, today, he is a 24-year-old male who just got, 14 months ago was in a motorcycle accident, and he had to have a transtibial amputation of his left limb. So the sock is nothing. He doesn't have that. So we're going to work with what we have today. We have not very much of the tools that we need in my home, but we will work with what we have. So first we're going to start with sitting balance. So Jonah, what we're going to have you do is cross your arms over your chest, and you're going to scoot forward towards the edge of your chair. Yep, great. Right there, that's fine. And then all you're going to do is we're going to sit there for 60 seconds, and then I would grade that appropriately. Okay, next we're going to do the sit and reach test with Jonah. I don't have a 12-inch ruler, so we're going to use this 4-inch. I measured it previously, gift card. So what we're going to do is I'm going to have you put your hands out in front of you just like this, and I'll measure 12 inches here. Oh, yeah, right here. And then you're going to reach and try and grab the card. Great, and then I would grade that appropriately. So now we're going to do a 90-degree chair transfer. We don't have another chair, so you get our couch today. So Jonah, he has a ability to use his prosthesis for up to 10 hours a day, and then he also uses crutches when he's not using his prosthesis. But we also don't have crutches in my household, so we're going to guard necessary, but in this example, he's wearing his prosthesis. So I'm going to have you get up and transfer and move to this chair. Okay, I'll be on this side guarding you just in case. All right, but I want you to try it independently.
Got it.
Go for it. Amazing. Okay, now we're going to do number 4, and he's just going to show me how he gets up from a chair. So what I'm going to have you do is you're going to cross your arms over your chest, and you're going to stand up. Great. Okay, so number 5 is attempts to rise from a chair, but since Jonah got up in one try, he would score full points on that one as well. Okay, so now we're going to assess his immediate standing balance. So I'm going to have you cross your arms and get up the same way, and I'm going to time you for the first 5 seconds. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000. Perfect. So, and then I would score that appropriately. All of these I am guarding on his amputated side for stability. Okay, now we're going to assess his standing balance. So, Jonah, what we're going to do is I'm going to have you stand up like normal, and then I'm going to time you. Okay, we're going to try and do it without any assistive device first, but if you need it, we'll try again. Okay, so ready, set, go. And I won't start the time until you're in a comfortable position. All right, and we'll go for 30 seconds. 30 seconds has passed, and he doesn't need an assistive device. He is pretty stable with his prosthesis. Okay, so now we're going to assess single leg balance, and we'll do it on both sides. Again, we don't have a crutch for him, but we do have this walking stick-esque thing that he can use in case he needs it. But first, we're going to try it without. So, Jonah, we're going to try it on your right leg first, and I'll be here guarding just in case.
Okay. So just stand on my actual leg.
Yes.
Okay.
You can bend this leg if you want. Great, and 30 seconds has passed, and we would grade that appropriately. You can go ahead and relax. And then I'll put this on this side just in case you need it, but I'll be on this side to guard, okay?
Okay.
So now we're going to test it on this side, 30 seconds. And when you're ready, go. Great, and 30 seconds has passed.
Oh no.
And then we would guard that. We would grade that appropriately. But since he fell before the 30 seconds had passed, we're going to use this. So go ahead and try it through your crutch. And I'm just guarding, not touching him, so you can do this independently. And 30 seconds has passed, and we would grade that appropriately. Okay, so now we're going to do the standing reach. So I have my 4-inch card again. So, yep, you know the drill, and we're going to measure from here, 12 inches. Great, and go ahead and reach. Right? Okay, great. And so we would grade that appropriately. So now we're going to do the nudge test. So Jonah's feet are going to be as close together as possible. Great. And I'm going to push on the base of his sternum until I see his toes rise. Great. Great. Awesome. And I would grade that appropriately. So now we're going to have a standing eyes closed test. So Jonah, your feet should be in the same position as the last test. Yep, great. And now your eyes are going to be closed for 30 seconds. I'm guarding here, just in case. 30 seconds has passed. Great, you can open your eyes. And we would grade that appropriately. And since he didn't use an assistive device, we would grade that probably steady. Okay, now we're going to test him picking up objects off the floor. So I've placed a pencil here, 12 inches in front of his feet, and we're going to watch him pick up a pencil. Now I'm going to guard, just in case. Great. And we would grade that properly. Now we're going to test him sitting down. Okay, Jonah, so now you're going to line yourself up with the chair. Great. And cross your arms over your chest, and then go ahead and sit down. And he looked like he was able to do that really easy, so we would grade that appropriately. Okay, so now we're going to do some gait maneuvers. This is my 12-foot line, or my 4-meter line that Jonah will have to walk to. So what we're going to do is initiation of gait first, and then we'll assess all the other things. So for initiation of gait, he'll start standing, and when I tell him to go, he'll immediately start walking. Okay, Jonah. So for this test, I want you to go ahead and stand up for me. And when I say go, start walking down to that line and coming back, okay? And go. Great. Awesome. You can go ahead and sit. Okay, so now for this one, we're going to watch for step length and step height. We want to make sure that he's able to clear his foot as well as have a longer stride length. So we want to make sure that he's getting at least 12 inches in front of his next foot. So we're going to do it again. Go ahead and stand up for me and go for it. So his stride length looks good. His step height, he's clearing his toes, so he looks okay there too. And for this next one, we're going to look for his step continuity as well as his turning down here, just making sure he's keeping it all smooth. So we'll kind of combine 16 and 17 into this trial here. Okay, so same thing again. Go ahead and stand up. And when you're ready, just go ahead and start walking. So there's no pauses in his gait. And he was able to turn around in under 3 steps at the 12-foot mark. So we would grade those as we seem appropriate. Okay, for item 18, we're going to do variable cadence. So basically, I'm going to say fast or slow for Jonah, and he's going to match his speed of walking to what I say. but he's not going to know. So we'll be able to see a bunch of things from this. So go ahead and stand up, Jonah, and you're going to walk. We're going to walk down and back 4 times. So down and back is 1. Does this make sense?
Got it.
Any questions?
No.
All right. Okay. So go slow or normally first. Okay, fast. Fast. Slow. Normal.
Normal or slow?
Slow. Great. And normal. You can walk normally back. Amazing. And then we would grade that appropriately. Okay, now we're going to step over an obstacle. This is a little bit taller than 10 centimeters or 4 inches, but this is all we had. So this is the obstacle we're using. And so what we're going to do is we're going to have Jonah walk down and back, stepping over the obstacle, and we're going to assess his deviations. All right, Jonah, when you're ready, you can go ahead and go. Cool, good. And we're going to go back. Great. And I moved directions. I guarded both sides, both on the amputated side. And we would grade that appropriately. Okay, so now we're going to ascend and descend stairs. These are the only stairs we have at our house, are these outdoor stairs. We're supposed to have railings on them, but we don't have control over that. So Jonah's going to go ahead and go up and then down, and we're going to assess appropriately. I'm going to go guard him. Okay. Okay, you ready?
Ready.
Go for it. You wouldn't use that leg to step up. Great. And you can come on down. Gorgeous. And we would grade that appropriately. And item 21 is for checking to see the appropriate assistive device selection if they don't have a prosthesis. But since Jonah has a prosthesis, we don't really need to use this, even though he does use crutches. But we didn't really use the prosthesis for more than 2 of these tests, so we should be okay with that. But that is all. Thank you for watching.